Okay, at the Super Mini Stadium, we greet you the news that the Renegades have lost the wicket already, that of Shangu. Ori Shangu has run out. As Craig Emmanuel just flicks this one off the path, they go for one, they come back for two. And they settle on two. So it's 3, 4 for one. We'll have to take a look at the replay to see how Ori Shangu fared. This one, Emmanuel is beaten outside the off stump as Gifford bowls this one just short of a length outside the off stump. Just want to say hello to Mario Lawrence out in USA. Hope he will come back to join us soon. Maybe he might be down for the final to join us in the commentary. This one, Emmanuel is still out in the outside, no run. So the Craftmasters are pretty mammoth total, 217 in their 20 overs.
And at the end of the over, Babia Valley 4 for the loss of 1 wicket.
Mesmin, he'll be bowling to Gabriel, who pulls this one to the right of the man at mid-on, and they run through for a single. So it's Mesmin getting ready to bowl to Craig Emmanuel. Runs in, bowls to Emmanuel short, and he turns it off the one that square leg. There might be a run out. There might be a run out, and somebody's going to be run out. Yes, it's Tyree Gabriel is run out as he throws his bat into the turf. Gabriel is run out. This ball was turned backward of square, straight to the fieldsman. I don't know where Tyree Gabriel was going. He was herring down the pitch. And Craig Emmanuel was not moving, and instead of returning to his ground, he continued going. And Gabriel is run out, and he makes his way back to the pavilion. So it's 5 for 2 now. So Shadrach Descat is the new batsman, and he played a very good hand earlier in the week to take his team across the line. As Mesmin bowls to Craig Emmanuel, who drive to mid-on, and Shadrach Descat was looking for a non-existent single. And this one it drives through the extra cover. That's gone for 4. This one was pitched up outside the outside, and Emmanuel was driving through extra cover into the sand pit. It went across the sand pit, and went down to the boundary for 4. So the score moves on to 9 for 2. As Mesvin bowls, Emmanuel plays it into the offside, no run. As Mesvin bowling to Emmanuel, bowls. And he hits it over mid-wicket. That's gone for 6. Yes, it has. That's 6 runs to Emmanuel. This one was pitched, but he just hit it over mid-wicket. A flick of the wrist. And 6 runs. Score 15 for 2. As it's from the river end, it's going to be Gifford again, and we bowling to Shadrach Descat. Descat drives up to mid-off. They go for a quick single. And Descat gets home. So the score moves on to 16 for 2. This one is just short of a good length, and Manuel was coming forward a little suspiciously. Knocks it down on the onside. He takes a couple paces down the track. Taps at the pitch. As Gifford into Emmanuel, forward he goes. Up to mid-on, the man from mid-off runs around, picks up. One more run to the total, 17 for 2. As it's Gifford to Shadrach, then he whips it off the pads. Dr. Long on. And it goes into the fence for 4. So Gifford bowling around the wicket was straight into the pads. And Shadrach Theodore just whipped it off the pads to the right of the man at long leg, who couldn't cut it off, and it went into the boundary for 4. So the score moves on to 21. 21 for 2. This one he hits it up to, and there might be a little mix up there. Theodore hit it up to long on. They were looking for the single. Shadrach was heading down. Craigyman was coming, then he turned his back. So it's Gifford again. He'll be bowling to Shadrach Theodore. He bowls. Again, he works off the pass. Again, they're looking for a run there, which is not there. Straight to the fieldsman at square leg. He was heading for the single. Craig Emmanuel was sending him back. And the score remains on 21 for 2. And you're just seeing the former sports minister indicating he should be probably piled up, and he would have been doing very well on a track there tonight. Probably might need to be drafted in next year's pool, as Mesmin runs in and aborts. Mabuya certainly needs his services at this point. 21 for 2. Still 196 more runs required. As it's Mesmin running into bowl to Emmanuel. Down the leg side he goes, flicks at it and missing. A little wide, taken by Empire Ashby. But Emmanuel a little disappointed, thinking probably he had missed out on that. He's already cashed in there. And as this one, he hits it down too long on 1, 2, 3, 4 bounces, 4 runs. Mesmin was again strained on the leg side, and Emmanuel just helping this one down behind square for 4. Score goes up to 26. And I've just been reminded by Mario Lawrence. It's Shadrach Descat, not Shadrach Theodore. I'm sure Shadrach Theodore is logged in somewhere in the Grenadier area. As it's Mesmin to Craig Emmanuel. He bowls and hits it high. He's going to be caught. He's caught. He's caught there at mid-off by Tisson. Emmanuel was trying to hit this one over long off. Only succeeded in hitting as far as mid-off. It was still a long time in the air. Tisson waved away everybody, said it's my catch, and took a very simple catch there. And Emmanuel, Captain Emmanuel, has jumped ship and is back in the pavilion. 26 for 3. So who knows, maybe the game has walked back to the pavilion with the captain. Still 191 runs required. And the new batsman in is Dale Smith, Rick Smith. Quite a few Smiths in the lineups tonight. So it's Mesmin and we bowl into Shadrach Descat. Bowls. And he's going to be caught. Yes, he is. He's caught. Caught on square leg. This one was short. And Descat was just trying to help it off the hip, but only hit it as far as the man lobbed it as far as the man at square leg. And Descat is on his way. Another wicket goes down. Mabuya in further trouble. 26 for 4. And Mabuya folding meekly here at the Sufre Mini Stadium. And in walks Dale Smith to join Rick Smith.
26 for the loss of 4 wickets. Inside of the third over.
So Rick Smith and Dale Smith, first cousins. Okay, now information from the people following the feed. As is Mesmin running away to bowl to Dale Smith. Smith is stylishly behind this one. He goes out into the cover region. No run. So it'll be up to the Smiths to see how deep they can get Mabuya. Oh, Rick Velino. Okay. So it's Mesmin, bowl to Dale Smith, and he drives it up to mid wicket where it's Bronte Best who picks up. And some people might be wondering who's that new name in the Mabuya Renegades lineup. Rick Smith, formerly Rick Velino. You know him as Rick Velino. As Smith bowls to Dale and he drives through extra cover. He's gone down to the boundary for 4. Into the sandpit it went. It went quite quickly across the sandpit and down to the boundary for 4. So 30 for 4. Mabuya, they're losing wickets, but they're not giving up the fight. So Rick Smith, formerly Rick Velino. You know him as you may know him as Rick Velino. So Rick and Dale, not Chip and Dale, Rick and Dale. We'll try to rescue Ark there for Mabuya Valley. As they go through for a single, it's 31 for 4. As it's Gifford to Velino, Smith and the bowls diving across his right is Gifford, not Gifford, it's yes, the bowler Gifford trying to prevent the single, but the batsman home easily. 31 for 4. So Rick and Dale will have to do a repair job. The cream of the batting already back in the pavilion. As it's Gifford to Dale, and he tried to pull this one, and oh my goodness, where was Rick Smith going? Dale Smith tried to hit this one through mid-wicket. It went as far as the man had shot mid-wicket, and Rick Smith was herring down the wicket for a single. As it's Gifford again to Dale Smith, and he's stylishly behind this one. No run. This one is short and he pulls this one around behind square, and they pick up a single. The score 32 for 4. As it's Gifford to Rick Smith, bowl, and Smith when he worked on the onside of the inside edge. You go for 1. They're coming for a second. There might be a run out. Oh my goodness! Had he taken the ball, it would have been run out. There was never two there. Smith turned and came back. Rick Smith, that is, turned and came back for the second. The ball was whipped into the keeper, Junior Henry, on the bounce. And in his eagerness to take and hit the stump, bubbled the ball, and Rick Smith got home. So it's 34 for 4. And we have a pretty decent crowd. Very few seats left on offer. Might have to call for the big screen on the far side to be hooked up for those on the outside. As Mesmin into bowl to Dale Smith, and he hits it over, long off, it's gone into the boundary, 4 runs. This one was pitched up outside the awesome, and Dale Smith just put the left leg down and hit through the line over the man at mid-off, down to the boundary, went for 4. No chance of a catch, and the batsmen continue to take the fight to the bowlers. 38 for 4. Mesmin bowls. This time he pitches this one, pitches on the leg stump. Smith, just Dale Smith, that is, just works it into the mid-wicket area. Bronte Best picks up. No run. 38 for 4. Cream of the crop back in the pavilion. Ori Shango run out. Tariq Gabriel also run out as Mesmin bowls to Dale Smith. He works it off the path. They run through a quick single. The man from square leg runs in, picks up a leg by. 39 for 4. So we are saying it's Ori Shango run out for 2. Tariq Gabriel run out for 1. Craig Emmanuel caught for 17. And Shadrach Descat, he has caught for 5 as Mesmin bowls to Smith, and he drives off the edge. It goes between backward point and cover point. They go for 1, they come back for a second. There might be a run out, but Smith just makes it home in time. Rich Smith, that is, just makes it home in time, and 2 more runs to the score. It's 41 for 4. So both batsmen living dangerously, living on the edge as Mesmin bowls to Rick Smith, and this time he's struck on the pad, but clearly going long leg side. Even Coco would have seen that. And no run, not out to the umpire Ashby. So the score remains on 41. Ricks Smith, 1 is on 9, 1 is on 5. As bowls to Rick Smith, who drives 2 bounces to the man at mid-on, deep mid-on, where they go for a single. He's looking for a little more elevation there. So 42 for 4. 42 for 4. Marbella Valley continues to fight despite being 4 wickets down. So as we said earlier, it's a qualification weekend here. So teams will be jostling for places. As you know, the top 2 in each group goes through to the semi-finals. Tomorrow it's the view for North Bamboo Springs Raiders. They take on Grosley Knights, and South Castries Lions, they take on Club Whispers Soufre Stompers. This one is short, down the leg side it goes. Tries to swing it across, missing, and it signal wide by umpire Roylin Cooper. It's Merlin Sammy in the attack. Sammy, when he batted, he went first ball. Caught. Sammy is into Rick Smith. On the pad, he whips it off the pad. He's going down to the boundary. Gets there now. It's 4 runs. Sammy was straying into the pads of Rick Smith. And he's flicked it off the pads to the left of the man at third man. There's nobody at long leg. And the ball went across the sandpit down to long leg for 4. So 47 for 4. So captain making a change. They've taken someone out. They've taken Tisa out from the offside and brought him to more long leg, short inside the circle. As he bowls and he goes so big it off the inside edge, it goes down to the boundary. Another 4. This one was pitched up this time, and Rick Vellner was driving to the offside, but it went off the inside edge. It beat the man at a close-in position, and went down to the boundary for 4.
Hey guys, I'm here with Mr. Velas. How are you enjoying the game so far?
Well, Craft. I don't know about Mr. Velas. You could see what shirt he's wearing, so he's probably in tears all by now.
That's all you have to say, just
Let's see how 5 overs go. I'm in hostile territory right now. Not doing too good. Let's see how it goes.
I think we'll win.
Who I think will win? Come on, it's obvious. What is the score? They need a miracle right there. I should put the pads and join them on the field.
Mr. Velas, you look so good right now. What's going on?
Well, the Bears are cold. It's a nice atmosphere in Soufrière. Oh, there's cricket being played as well. Let's just enjoy everything that comes with it.
Back to you guys.
Back to the action. It's Mulan Sammy. He'll be bowling to Rick Smith. He can bowl short. And he pulls this one over mid wicket. He won't get 4. It's into the sandpit it goes. They'll go for 2. So 2 runs to Rick Smith. This one was short and Sammy. And Smith just pulled it on away to mid wicket. And they pick up 2 more. So the score up to 53. And there's a bowling change from the top from the players pavilion end. Is the captain Bronte Best to come on. So Bronte Best will be bowling to Dale Smith, who is on 9. Rick Smith is on 16. They've so far put on 27 runs for the 5th wicket. In comes Bronte Best, bowling to Dale. This one is down the leg side. Had a swing at it. And wide, signal by umpire Alan Ashby. .54 for 4. Bronte Best in bowls. And it's bowled! This one full to the bat. Dale Smith was looking to hit this one through the onside. Looked like he played around it between bat and pad, and it's bowled middle and off. So the 5th wicket goes down. Dale Smith. Dale Smith. Bowl for 9. And the new batsman walking into the crease is McGarren Shulet. So Mabuya on the back foot. So it's Bronte Best. His first over has already had a success. Ball comes forward is Shulet. This one goes out to mid wicket. No run. So it's Bronte Best. Bowling to Shulet. Drives on the onside down to the man that come up with long on boundary. Picks up a single. 55 for 5. So it's Bronte Best, and this time we will bowl into Rick Smith. Bowl Smith is short and he pulls this one down to mid on from outside the off stump. Really tugged it from outside the off stump to mid on. No run, ran pretty quickly. Bronte Best again. Over the wicket he goes. Bowling to Smith. Drives handsomely down to mid on, and they go for a quick single. Mesbin throwing at the non-striker's end, but the batsman is home. It's Bronte Best. This time we'll be going to Shulet. Slower delivery there, and he digs it out. No run. So the score remains on 56 for 5. And it will be Sammy bowls over the man at backward point and to the right of the man on the third man boundary. And it went down to the third man boundary for 4. So Sammy is coming in for a bit of a rough treatment. This time he hits it back along the track, straight into the stumps at the non-striker's end. No run. So here he goes again. And he comes to bowl to Smith. And Smith is straight back over his head, and that's gone over the fence for 6. What a fantastic shot that is. He was pitching up, and Smith just got the front foot out of the way, opening up, and hit it straight as an arrow over the bowler's head, and over the fence it went for 6. 66 for 5. So, wickets are falling, but Mabuya Valley is still sticking to the guns. So the box of balls comes out. So Smith is on 27, 66 for 5. As Sammy in bowl. And after him again, drive it down the ground this time. The man on the long off boundary, look like Vince Smith. Is it Smith or is it Setaj? Looks like Valet Setaj who picks up. Yes, Valet Setaj picks up and they go through for a single. 67 for 5. As is Sammy again bowl, and Shulet is behind this one, walking into the offside, looking for a single. It's not there. So no run. 67 for 5. Sammy turns at his mark. Comes in to bowl to Shulet this time. Down the leg side, short and wide. And umpire Cooper calls wide. $68 for 5. As Sammy is into Shulet, short, and he stands up and displays it into the offside, where it's Vince Smith who picks up, no run, and the score remains on 68 for 5.
At SPL Cricket in Soufrière. You guys tell me how you're enjoying the game so far.
Well, so far it's been wonderful. I mean, we're having fun. And as you can see, the place is packed. So everyone else is having a good time, I guess.
And you?
Well, our team is winning so far. Yeah, so far.
Alright, so
yes.
That means you're rooting for Sozel Craftmasters, right?
Yes, definitely, yes.
And how did your team, what did you expect from the game? What was it like?
Well, we expected Sozel to be dominant from the onset, and that has been what we have seen so far. So basically, the plan has been executed up until now. You know.
And you?
Well, I try to be fair when the game starts, but clearly, Sozel is in the lead. So you know, that's my expectation, and they would win. Yes.
All right, thank you guys. Back to you at the studio.
All right, then.
Again, he's at his mark waiting, and we bowling to Shulet. He drives down to long on, picks up a single. 70. $70 for 5. 70 for 5. This one is short, so he only looks to pull it through mid wicket. Doesn't make contact. Bronte Bess. Maybe ball into Rick Smith. He drives. Just hard into the turf there. Cannot be Bess. Picks up his follow through. As Bess runs away from us. Bowling to down the leg side he goes and flicks and missing. So it's 70. Leg by is 70 for 5.
Looking at the score right now.
So Alvina Simon now comes into the attack. Some changes to the field there. In comes Smith. A loud appeal there, not out. Another Smith again. This time it's not Simon. This time Alvina Simon to Shulet. He goes for the sweep. Doesn't make contact. An appeal, but not out. Set by Cooper. As Simon again to Shulet short. And he pulls this one around. He's going to head down to the boundary. Will it get there? The man chasing picks up and they go through for 2. So still another 143 runs to win. From 9.4, this one is short. He tries to sweep it down, and there might be a run out. Direct hit. He's out. He's out. He's run out. He's run out. Shulet swept this one to the man at just behind square, and he took off for the single. And Smith sent him back. He took some time in turning and getting back to his ground. The ball came in from the man at square leg, direct hit, and the umpire Alan Ashby raised the dreaded finger. So a third batsman goes out by the run-out route. Shulet run out, and Mabia Valley goes further and further into trouble. They are now 74 for 6. And in walks Bradley Giddens, Elias Pollard, and he's sporting number 59. And how Mabia Valley would wish that he would score what's on his back this evening. So it's 74. $74 for 6. This one to Pollard. He comes forward, takes it on the body. No run. In goes Simon Bow short. Pollard is Giddens is on the back foot trying to turn it to the onside. Stifle appeal by the players. 74 for 6. Simon Bow short. And he hammers this one down to long off. Gets a single. The score on to 75. 75 for 6 after 11 overs. So there are 9 overs to go, 142 runs still required. So it's Bronte Best continuing on for the players pavilion end. He'll be bowling to Shulet. Comes in bowl. Shulet drives hard into the ground. He's coming down to long on. Picks up a single. And Giddens, Bradley Giddens is in strike now. Giddens was the one who picked up a single, and it's Rick Smith in strike now. He faces Bronte Best, and he tries to swing this one. And this one he fires at the non-strikers end, and they go through for a second run. So it was Velen Rick Smith trying to hit this one for the offside. And they benefiting from an overthrow. So it's Best trying his best. $78 for 6. Comes Bronte Best. Bowling to Rick Smith. Ball. And he drives handsomely down to long on. The man on the long on boundary comes off boundary. Picks up. Just a single. 79 for 6. No ball being signaled by umpire Ashby. So it's a free hit. There he goes. Bowling to Giddens. And he swings at this one. Off the edge it goes. It's going down to the boundary. Will it get there? No, it doesn't. And they come back for a second run. But this one from Bronte Best, a free hit. Just short. And Bradley Giddens was trying to pull this one over the top of the top edge and went down to third man. And they picked up 2 runs. So 80 for 6. 82 for 6. As Bronte has bowled and goes for a mighty waft. There is a Pollard. Bradley Giddens. No run. Comes in again. Bronte Best. He'll be bowling to Bradley Giddens. He can be bowled. And he's bowled him! Yuck there! And Giddens goes. Wicket number 7 goes down. Giddens being yucked there. And he has to make his way back to the pavilion. 82 for 7. And the new batsman is Jaden in the box.
Current score, Babia Valley 80 for the loss of 7 wickets. 80 for the loss of 7.
Alright, good night. I'm here with Uriah, Jason, and Mario. Right, I'm gonna ask you guys, how y'all enjoying the game tonight?
It's a very nice game. I'm seeing my team winning right now, so
I see like, yeah man, that's the vibe, man.
Wow, I'm seeing fantastic and thing. When's Vince Cup on? You have to be good.
Alright, so tell me guys, which team are y'all rooting for?
I'm voting for Vilfort.
Which team?
Vilfort, Swazel.
No, Swazel, Craftmasters.
Yeah,
Craftmasters. So tell me, what are your expectations from your team?
Craftmasters is going to win this game.
Yeah,
I'm very confident in this.
You confident?
Fifth.
You're not
100% fifth.
Alright, so tell me again, which team are you rooting for? A little louder, please.
Craftmasters. Craftmasters.
Alright, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Have a good night, darling.
Back to the commentating booth.
Thanks.
Yes, so back to the action. It's Simon. Alvina Simon will be bowling to Rick Smith. Wide signal. Simon bowls short. He turns it off the body. No run. Man at square leg fields. This one he hits it down to the mid wicket boundary. They run through for one. Only one. 84 for 7. So it's Alvina Simon and we bowl into Jenny Libox. He comes forward. No run. Jaden Libox again facing up to Alvina Simon. He tries to reverse sweep there. Missing. Comes Alvina Simon and we bowl to Jaden in live box. Short and he pulls this one around. The man from the wicket boundary is herring in and they get a single. 85 for 7. So it's the end of the over. Over number 13 completed. And it's a bowling change. Look like Bradley Tisson coming on. Tisson bowls to Libox. Hits it off the glove, it goes short. Off the glove, it goes down over the keeper's head. And down to the boundary, it goes for 4. First ball from Tiso short. Eli Box was going for the pole off the glove, ballooned over the keeper's head, and went down to the boundary for 4. So it's 85 for 7. As Tiso again bowled short, and it goes to the pole again. Wide. Single by umpire Ashby. For 7. Another pack house today again.
Chozel versus the Mabuya Renegades. Now,
Ball to Eli Box on the edges. This one just short of the man at slip.
Oh my God.
one word.
My team is the best.
Best.
They're the best.
Your team is the best. That's 4 words.
Oh.
One word. Best.
Best. I think I should change that. I should say amazing.
Amazing. Awesome. So who do you think is going to take the match tonight?
Of course it's us.
Of course it's us. Who's us?
Who else?
Who else? What's the name?
It's Strauss Aircraft Masters.
All right, thank you so much for talking to me, Tiffany, and I'm going to send it back into the commentary booth. Right back to you, Brian.
Thank you again, Shanro. This one hitting Jaden Eli Box on the path, a loud appeal. Virtually beg, we saw Tyson virtually begging umpire Ashley to raise a finger. So 90 for 7. Here he goes again, ball to Eli Box. Short, and he tries to cut, and it's wide. Wide single by umpire Ashby. $91 for 7. As it's Tiso again to Eli Box. Sunny beating outside the off stump. Through the keeper, Junior Henry. So the fat lady has arrived at the ground earlier than expected. As it's Bradley Tisson to Eli Box, he turns out the pass, they go for a quick single. The man running around there, Gifford picks up, Shallery running around picks up, and the batsman goes through for an easy single. So it's 92 for 7.
So I'm chilling with Kimpson right now, and as you can hear, screams in the background because Chozel just caught another ball. Kimpson, how you feeling right now?
Well, we're feeling well excited about the game. The game is so nice. I'm enjoying it right now. And like Chozel is the second team of I'm supported in the tournament right now. So
who's the first team that you're supporting?
well, it's Super Stumpers, right?
Oh, the Super Stompers. So for tonight's match, who are you repping? Chozel or is it Maui?
I'm supporting Chozel there right now.
Why are you supporting Chozel? Is it because they're winning?
Well, Chozel is the closest to Super.
Chozel is the closest to Super. You see you? You see you? So what do you think about the match tonight? Like, what do you think, were the faults or, the advantages of the game?
Everybody know Chozel, that's an easy game for Chozel. So we are just coming and support Chozel. So we know Chozel win that game already. So
win that game already. Yeah. All right, thank you so much for chatting with me. So I'm going to send it right back to Brian in the booth. Right, take it away, Brian.
Okay, so we just saw another wicket going down. We saw run out. Shulet was just run out. McGarren was just run out. Rick Moses. Rick Smith, sorry. Rick Smith was just run out. So that's the fourth run out in the inning. Fourth run out in the inning, and the Renegades are 93 for 8. This time it's short, and Jaden Eli Box getting all mixed up now. He tried to reverse sweep this one. It's going down to the boundary. It gets there now. 4 byes. So he didn't get any bat onto it. And he beat the keeper, Junior Henry. So the score moves on to 97 for 8. As it's Simon again. He's back. And it goes through the captain. It goes through the man at extra guard. That's Mesmin, it looks like. And they get a single. 98 for 8. And certainly we expected a better contest between the Renegades and the Craft Masters, but the Renegades were terrible in the outfield, dropped a number of catches. This one, he turns it off the pass, they're looking for a single. It beats the man there, and they go for a single. So Ange is off the mark. Christian Ange is off the mark. 99 for 8. Some 15 overs completed. So it'll be Bradley Tisson, and he'll be bowling to Christian Ange. Here he goes, bowling to Christian Ange, and Ange tries to hit this one over mid-wicket. Struck on the pad, no appeal. $99 for 8. Tisson bowling to Christian Ange, short, and he swings it, he beats the man at square leg. Is going down to the boundary. They run one, coming back for the second man from square leg. He retrieves, and they get 2. And 1 for 8. Thank you. This one, he swats at it off the edge. It goes down to third man. It's heading down to the boundary. They run 2. So 2 more runs there to Christian Ange. And he's bowled him. Tiso getting this one up about the middle stump, and Aj is bowled. And the 9th wicket goes down. So 9th wicket goes down, 103 for 9. And while Shem Severin makes his way to the crease, I can tell you the first test between West Indies and Sri Lanka being played in Port of Spain at the end of day 3. West Indies 414 for 8 declared and 131 for 4. Sri Lanka, they were only able to get to 185. So the West Indies, they lead by 360. So Tiso will be bowling to Severin. And he hits it back, straight back at the non-striker's end. Hits the stumps. So in the second innings, Brathwaite made 16, Devon Smith 20, Powell is not out on 64 as we break. As he bowls on off the inside edge, it goes past the keeper. He has a big swing and it goes down to the boundary for 4. Severin was trying to hit this one somewhere back up to the players pavilion end, got off the inside edge and went down to the boundary for 4. So the score goes on to 107 for 9. And I'll just give you the West Indies score, the second innings score. Brathwaite 16, Devon Smith 20, Powell has 64 not out, Shai Hobie made 1, Chase made 12, and Dorich, who made 100, an unbeaten 100 in the first inning, he's there not out on 11. So the live box, this is one in the air. Will it be caught? A diving effort made there, but they come back for a second. Taking the score on to 109 for 9. So it's the last pair at the crease. As Simon bowls and he comes forward. So don't forget the West Indies, they play the second test right here in St. Lucia at the Darren Sammy Cricket Ground next week Thursday, as he tries to reverse sweep this one again. Missing. So the Darren Sammy Cricket Ground comes alive with test match action. West Indies versus Sri Lanka. That's next week Thursday, second test. As he swings high and he's going to be out caught. He's out caught, and that's the end of the game. That's the end of the game. Mabia Valley losing by 108 runs. 108 runs. So the Craft Masters winning their second straight encounter by 107 runs. as we speak, the rain is coming down. Craft Masters in the second game. And we have 2 games tomorrow. 4 o'clock. It would be Rosalie Knights. They take on the V4 North, V4 Bamboo Spring Raiders. And at 8 p.m. it will be South Cassius Lions against Sufra Stumpers. So I will leave you here until the awards, the prize ceremony, the prize giving ceremony. It's the Craft Masters 217 for 7. Mabia Valley Renegades 109 all out. game number 7, 8. Game number 8 in the SPL, with the Craft Masters defeating the Renegades by 107 runs. So we call on the captain of the Renegades team, Craig Emmanuel. Yes, Craig, this performance by your team here this evening.
Exactly, not exactly what we would have been looking for. Considering that we won our first game, we would have been coming here and hoping that we would have done better things for ourselves. And I'm looking to go further in the tournament, but definitely drop catches and a few instances of sketchy and non-thinking bowling was our demise tonight.
Yes, so we saw a number of chances going down the field. Would you attribute that to the large total scored by the Craft Masters?
No, to be quite honest, we had our chances bowling first. We didn't take it and we paid for it. And our second time around with the bat, there was not much thought. I think we were a bit too overzealous with the bat as well. Not too calculative, and that was our downfall going forward.
Well, in your inning, you had no less than 4 runouts.
Well, yeah, like I said, perhaps we were a bit too overzealous in the effort.
Well, you have 1 game still to go. You still have a chance of at least trying to clinch a second spot in the group. What are the plans going into the next game?
Well, we have no choice. It's a definite win for us to try to qualify for. We're going with all intentions to do so, and all guns blazing. So 1 game, 1 shot, 1 win. It's a must win for us.
Well, all the best in the next game.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay, we now call on the captain of the Marbella Valley Renegades, Craig Emmanuel. We now call on the captain of the Craft Masters, Bronte Bess. Yes, Bronte, large following, and you're keeping your 100% winning record here at the Soufriere Mini Stadium.
Well, yes, we are. Another comprehensive victory by the boys. It was a beautiful all-around performance, especially with the batting. So we're looking to keep up that momentum throughout the rest of the tournament. Okay, we saw a very good inning by Vince Smith. Do you think that is what really sealed the game for you? Well, from beginning, you know, we were always up in the run rates. He really clicked off another gear, which really took the game, I guess you could say, out of Maria's hands. But there was still at half where the bowling had to be done, because you could still chase down 217 anyway. So the bowling still had to be done. But yes, it was a spectacular innings by Vince, which helped a lot of the momentum in victory. Well, you have 1 game still to go, and really half your leg into the next round. So all to play for in your final game. Well, yes. Well, as I said, we're still looking to keep the momentum. We don't want to drop any kind of intensity. So we're looking to carry out that type of intensity, momentum, everything throughout the entire tournament, and hopefully come up with the trophy. Well, all the best in the next game, and see you on Sunday. Thank you very much, sir. And that was the captain of the Craft Masters team, Bronte Bess. And we now call on the man of the match for tonight's game, Vince Smith, for his 70-odd runs. Yes, Vince, a fantastic knock for your team here today.
Yeah, it was a bit difficult out there, the first knock, but when you get the pace of the pitch, it get a bit easier, and then I had no choice to go after the ball.
While you batted, any thoughts of getting to 3 figures?
Yeah, it was in the mind, but at the end of the day, it doesn't happen, so better luck next time, so yeah.
Well, you still have 1 game to go. Who knows, that might be the game where you can cross the 3-figure line.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Okay, well, Vince, congratulations on being the man of the match for today's encounter. Well, that was Vince Smith, the man of the match for tonight's encounter. Don't forget, tomorrow we return to the Soufriere Mini Stadium. 2 matches tomorrow at 4 o'clock. It will be the Grosley Knights. They take on the Vieux-Fort Bamboo Spring Raiders at 4 o'clock. And at 8 o'clock, South Castries Lions, they take on the Club Whispers Soufriere.
Stompers, and that's at 8 o'clock. So good night to you and thanks for being here.